It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as the Green Bay Packers taking on the New York Jets. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Zerline set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He has it complete to Christian Watson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Here's Love. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Trying to run forward, Jacobs. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to run.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. That one, 28 yards on the ground. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Throwing. Love. Touchdown! Luke Musgrave. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
Anders Carlson now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. That's to a man who's used to catching passes in the green and gold, Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From midfield, here's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the interception, Love, quick slant to Watson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Love, his throw incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Love. And incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. On 1st and 10, Love. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Now a 2nd and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Love, they go play action now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jacobs from the gun. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd and 7. Love now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive, then march to the end zone the last time out.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Love from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man here is Conklin. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now 2nd and 3.
Keep the chains moving on.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Jaden Reed is deep for Green Bay. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gain decent yardage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw now. Here's Love. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On fourth down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Line 'em up, hero!
Let's get some momentum, hero!
Now Hall to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Rodgers to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Rodgers now on first down. And this one too low.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our
Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ten-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing is Rodgers. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll go again with Hall. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Love looking to throw it. Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Love. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Love. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now a 2nd and 2. Give to Hall running right. Good footwork at the 30. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Rodgers going to throw. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Shotgun now for Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the interception, Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Completes it again to Dobbs. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So here now is Anders Carlson in a really big spot. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And the Jets set to take the field. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got it to Williams.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's 1st down. Here's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Jets are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. They juked him. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And the Jets will take over.
So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down 13-7. 1:08 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Rodgers to throw.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
No mental mistakes out there, offense. Take it all away.
Back to throw, Rodgers.
That's pulled in by Wilson.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Let's keep those sticks moving.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but part of the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game, but the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.